Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Gashi's Kaman TV. History is very good at repeating itself. History is just about to repeat itself. In 1992, the late Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi, Moi Kibaki, Stanley Jido Matiba, and Jaramogi Oginga Odinga contested for the presidency, and Moi was declared the president. What happened is that the opposition got higher number of voters in total. The total number of votes scored by the opposition were higher than those by Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. So Moi became the president, even with the minority votes. If Ruto is going to be on the ballot, just like Moi, Kalonzo, just like Matiba, Matiang'i, just like Kibaki, and Maraga, just like Jaramogi, William Samoei Ruto will be declared president. William Samoei Ruto will win in the morning. Why am I saying this, ladies and gentlemen? Why is William Samoei Ruto going to win when Maraga is there than when he is not there? Or why is William Samoei Ruto going to win when we have 4 candidates, unlike when you have 2 or at least 3? Anything above 3 candidates, you will see William Samoei Ruto back to State House. Number 1 is that we are likely to have voters apathy, because many people will have the perception that after all, no change is coming. Many people are going to believe that William Samoei Ruto is going to win. Many people will not see the need of voting when you have so many candidates from the opposition. Many people will prefer to stay at home than to come out in the cold, wake up very early in the morning, queue, and then end up losing in the final analysis. So voters apathy, especially in the opposition stronghold. But this one will not be the case on William Samoei Ruto's side, because on William Samoei Ruto's support background, like now the Rift Valley, because you see the presidency is at risk, or William Samoei Ruto will be at risk of losing, what they are likely to do is to actually come out in large numbers. So there will be apathy in the opposition stronghold, but the turnout will be huge in William Samoei Ruto's background, support base. And that is how William Samoei Ruto is likely to defeat the opposition. Number 2 is that an opinion poll has been carried out, and Maraga, Matiang'i, Kalonzo, all these people have been paired together with William Samoei Ruto. And each one of them has won. But there is one common denominator, that these opposition leaders are getting support from the same backyard. The supporters of Kalonzo, the supporters of Maraga, Matiang'i are the same. So it means that if these leaders will be on the ballot, what is going to happen is that they are going to share the same support base. In this case, William Samoei Ruto's voters will remain constant. They will not change. And what happens when you divide one bread among 3 people, and then the other is not shared with any other person? It means that the opposition is going to lose. It means that William Samoei Ruto will be declared president. And that is how William Samoei Ruto is going to trounce the opposition if they are not going to agree. So they have no choice. They must agree. The other reason why they will lose when we have 3 of them in the ballot, it is very easy to top up votes. It's very easy to rig election when we have many candidates. And if you look at the last general elections, you realize that there were some instances when Wajakoya's votes were actually taken by some candidates. They were or they were top up in some areas. You agree with me that a house divided easily crumbles. You agree with me, when there is no unity, it is very easy to defeat people. In Kikuyu we say, ita ritare dudu rihuragwa na jogo memwe. Yani when people are not together, it is very, very easy to defeat them using a very simple weapon. And this is what will happen to the opposition. The other thing is that people will see that the opposition do not trust each other. They cannot agree on anything. And because they cannot agree on anything, people's attitudes towards the opposition will be negative. The perception will be negative. Let me ask you, if Maraga, Matiang'i, Kalonzo, and Ruto will be on the ballot, will you vote? Or who will you vote for? Who will be your candidate? Do you expect any of these three to defeat William Samoei Ruto if they are all on the ballot? The other thing is that when you look at the opposition, Kenyans will be very, very angry with them. Very, very angry. And I've been reading the comments of Kenyans in this channel when we propose to them that the opposition is likely to have more than 4 candidates. In fact, even Okiya Mtata is likely to be on the ballot. Even somebody like Ruben Kigame will also be on the ballot. And when I look at this candidate, the only person I know is ready to sacrifice his ambition is Rigathi Gachagua. Rigathi Gachagua, because he wants to revenge. Rigathi Gachagua, because he wants sweet revenge. Rigathi Gachagua, because he wants a united opposition. Rigathi Gachagua is going to sacrifice his ambition. This is the only person whom I know is likely to bring the opposition together. And if Gachagua were to contest, because I know some people will say he cannot contest, he was impeached, what we know is that he has not exhausted all his cases in court. His cases have not been concluded, and he might go all the way to the Supreme Court. Remember, he's in High Court, there will be Court of Appeal, the Supreme Court. Who knows? The courts might say that he can contest. So what we are saying here is that the voters will be very, very angry with the opposition. And when they are angry with the opposition, what do? See, like now when you look at one term is exciting Kenyans a lot. But one thing Kenyans are not remembering is that the elephant in the room is coming up with one candidate. I want you to look at what is happening in the by-elections. They are not even agreeing. Who will be our candidate? Like now in Malaba, what is the need of DCP and DAP actually contesting? Why don't they agree? It is DAP or DCP. Let's have one candidate we support. The same case to any other regions. But when you look at it, you see they have not been able to agree. If they cannot agree on by-elections, and they agree on the presidency. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? That is my take. Have a blessed weekend. Sorry, not a weekend. We are past weekend. Have a blessed Tuesday. This is Gashi's Command. Please like the video, comment, and let me know what you think about this. Bye-bye.